Good evening, everyone. Listen, it's a great pleasure to be here as always. The first thing, and more importantly, I would like to congratulate Adrien Broner for giving us the opportunity to be in the same world stage as himself. He's an amazing young man. He's going to be the future of boxing. He was fast, he was strong. You know, Vicente Escobedo had his nose broken, and because of the weight difference and stuff, the corner felt that it was in his best interest to stop the fight before he becomes, before he receives any damages. We will not stand here and make any excuses whatsoever. You know what? Adrien deserves a great victory, and I would suggest that everyone keep a good eye on him. With respects to Vicente Escobedo, he has a broken nose. We're taking care of his health and his welfare by transporting him to the hospital, and he will be back. And I can almost assure you that Broner will be champion at 135 pounds and other weight classes, and we will be champion at 130 pounds. And once again, it's been an absolute pleasure being here in Cincinnati, and I'm going to go have me 2 cold beers. Thank you.
Anyone have any questions for Rolando before he goes and has his cold beers?
Brian Graber with Fight News.
Yeah.
Is Vicente definitely staying at 130 or?
Yeah, absolutely. Look, today was an obvious test that Vicente is at 130, and basically we were fighting in a different weight division. You know, Broner, I believe, went up to 147. We went up to 144. You can clearly see the difference in power there, and so we need to do what's best for Vicente, and that will be his division. You know, he's attempted to fight at 135. He has not been as effective as at 135, and we noticed when we put him at 130, that's when Vicente basically shines the most. Okay?
Can you talk about all the debate and all the stuff?
Sure. Look, we clearly understand that the weight differences would make a substantial effect, right? And it's important that everyone understands that it's not that we're arrogant or knucklehead. You know, the purposes that people make weight is to protect them, to make it a balanced playing field. And initially we thought we didn't have a balanced playing field, and we did everything necessary to make it a balanced playing field. You know what? And that's what all the controversy was about. You know what? So we felt that we made it to the best of our ability, someplace where you can have a fair competition with Broner, and unfortunately, you know what, Broner was just too big, you know, and that was quite obvious. That's it? All right, it's time for 2.
Beer time. Thanks, Dave. Been a wonderful night. It's been a rough day, rough couple of days, and we got through it, and we love, all the fans coming out to see Adrien Broner fight tonight with Escobedo. As you know, Escobedo was a 2004 Olympian, and I had an opportunity to coach Mr. Escobedo, and he's a good kid and great talent. You know what I'm saying? This means a lot to what Adrien did tonight, and you guys seen it. The skills that he has. It's just second to none. I'm telling you. There's more to come from this kid. He's moving up in weight class, another weight class, because he's young, he's growing, and I just want to say all the naysays. He's 22 years old and he's growing. It's time to move on to better things. Think of Golden Boy and Team Escobedo and Al Heyman. We put this thing together, and made a good show for you guys, because it was pretty bad for a minute, but, we got through it.
Any questions? Brian Graber, Fight News. Can you give me an idea of when you guys had a feeling that Adrien was going to have some trouble making the weight?
I seen it up in camp. I seen that, he started being irritable, and I seen him in camp. I seen that, the weight was really, making a toll on him. The last week of camp, it was pretty bad. You gotta understand, with Adrien, he's so talented, and with his sparring partner, he inspires so many guys, and they gotta be heavy to him, because the little guys are so little, they won't come back. So we got to get, along with Al Heyman and our team, we had to pick out the best sparring for him. So the best sparring for him at this time. You know, he's so much in shape. And so you got to remember, he was in camp since April. And, you know, he was so much in shape, he was just destroying sparring partners. So we got to get guys like, you know, 150, 165 sometimes, you know. And, you know, it's just the way it is. And, you know, and to be that, he had to kind of hold his weight. He can't be at 130 and spar at 160. So he got to be, you know, equal, you know, close as possible so he can get to work. You know, because the main thing in this is getting to work. You know, if you don't get no work, you don't get better. So, you know, we kind of possess a little problem of our own by him being so talented. And you know, you just can't just get anybody to come in and spar this kid from week after week. You know, he goes 15 rounds Monday. We spar 3 days a week. You know, he go 15, 16 rounds, no rest. You know, no water sometimes. He's like a machine. You know, so it's hard to get sparring. That's the whole key. And like I said, you got to get a guy, you know, twice as big as him. You know, and then that don't work sometimes. You know, so it's you know, it's a mind thing, and I gotta play it. You know, I gotta be right on it. You know, because he needs to work. He loves this game. And if he don't get to work, you won't see performance like you did tonight.
Who did he spar with when he was in camp?
Well, we got several guys that we had. You know, William Jackson. He's, you know, and we had you know, we had some guys from the Olympic team. You know, 50 Earl Spence. Several guys up in Colorado Springs, some of the local guys, you know. But basically, you know, we had this Robert Eastley. You know, he's an Olympic alternate, you know. So, I mean, it's you know, everybody's 40 or over. You know, 140 or over, 45. I mean, that's what they weigh, but they pretty much. But it's 40 and over. You know, no 30 and down. You know, we can't. You know, no way. You know, you destroy it.
Did you change up camp in any way?
We not really, you know. We knew, you know. I know Escobedo, and I know, you know, you know, the pressure of anytime Adrien would have to use his jab and put the pressure on him and use his skill. You know, we don't change up for nobody. You know, it's just a basic thing that we do. You know, I mean, we just take our time. We don't get rattled or nothing. You know. He's a smart kid. You see the way he displayed it. You know, took him apart. Gradually took him apart. You know, so yeah.
He says he's growing. Can he be comfortable at 35, or do you think that could also be short-lived?
What you say now?
35. Can he be comfortable at 35?
Yes, he can be comfortable with 35. You know, I mean, he can be comfortable with 40. You know, but right now we going to the next weight. We're not going 2 weight classes because he don't have to. You know, he just was over 3 pounds, you know. It wasn't like he was over 10 pounds, you know. He just hit that wall. And, you know, for, like I said, you get back to, we need that performance to perform, you know. So it wasn't like he was, you know, 10 pounds overweight. If you seen him on the at the weigh-ins, you see that it was all muscles. There wasn't no fat nowhere, you know. So, you know, you got to figure it out. You got kids, you know how they grow.
One more. Have you talked to Kevin Cunningham? Because I know he had the same problems with Devin when as he's got older, he was having trouble.
Yeah, I mean, we get the same identity. I mean, Devin was fighting 40. I mean, I helped help coach Devin when Kevin, you know, wasn't around. He helped coach Adrien when I'm not around. You know, that's my brother. You know, it's like my brother. You know, and he'll be beside me till I die. He got the same problem. I mean, you know, his kid. Devin been fighting 140 since he was, you know, 13, 14 years old. Adrien been fighting 130 since he was 15 years old, you know. And, you know, it's just, you know, he's 22, you know. That's a lot to ask for him day in, day out, you know. That's a lot to ask, you know. So we're not making excuses, but, you know, it's just what it is, he's growing. That's all it is.
Questions?
Okay, thanks a lot. You should be coming in pretty soon. All right.
Nowhere around here.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
The man we've been waiting for. Still undefeated. Still wearing a lot of jewelry. Still taking his time. Adrien, the problem runner.
That was a good track. Cincinnati, I'm gonna bring out your own. Mr. HBO, Mr. Can Man, AKA I will knock your bleep out. Cincinnati's own Adrien, the problem Broner.
First of all, I want to thank God. I couldn't have did none of this without the man upstairs. I want to thank everybody, all my family, all of the fans that came out to see me. I just stuck to the game plan today, and that was have fun. And that's what I did. Like I said, I was gonna come in dancing, and I left out dancing. And that's what it was. I take nothing from Vicente Escobedo. I want to thank him for taking the fight, world-class fighter. He still have a chance to win a world title someday. Just today wasn't his day. Now we're moving on. The task only gets bigger from here. We're going to lightweight. Give all of them hell. Like I said, DeMarco can be next. Marquez after that. Rios. Anybody. It really don't matter. 35 and up, they can get it. I want to thank HBO for giving me another fight on HBO. I am Mr. HBO. I told him just change the logo to my face. That's just me. And I want to thank R&R Promotions, Al Hammond Management, C-Stone, all my boys got me iced out. I'm fresh, fly, flashy at all times. It is what it is. CEO of the band camp, y'all gonna see a lot of that real soon. I was just doing a lot. I do it all for the fans. Support me, I fight for y'all. Free Floyd. You see shirts, Free Floyd for sure. And that's it. We gonna go on to the next one. Like I said, he came to fight, but I was trying to put him to sleep. And they stopped it before I can really put him to sleep. Dazed him a lot. I probably rocked him a lot, But it is what it is, man. I'm the problem. They say I started the problem going into this fight, and I finished it like I was supposed to. Adrien the Problem Broner, thanks to Cincinnati. Now we going to Alco. Nightlife. Any questions?
You seemed relaxed tonight. Everything seemed like it was as normal. How much did all this stir your emotions up back and forth all day?
As you can see, I don't let it get too close to me. It's like I got a permanent stiff arm to all BS. I scare reporters, don't I?
No. Did you see the corner waving it off, and did you hold back as you saw him? Because the referee didn't see it for at least 5, 8, 10 seconds.
If you believe I seen that, you can believe I seen you. I didn't see it. It was just, I felt like it was time to open up. I was opening up every round, getting closer, touching. I tried to take him to the deep waters, but he wanted to stay shallow.
Was there any point today where you were resigned to the fact that you weren't going to fight?
Negative. The whole day, I knew I was going to fight. I knew the fight was on. It's just at the end of the day, boxing isn't just a sport, it's a business. And I let the people who take care of the business side of the boxing do their work, and I do mine, and I just stay confident.
At what point this week or earlier did you realize that making the weight just wasn't going to happen?
Sorry to shut down your question, but I really don't want to talk about no weight. We're moving forward.
Anything else?
More questions?
All right. Thanks.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everybody, for coming. Appreciate it. Looking forward to coming back to Cincinnati.